Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us aboard the Audire Astra today for another Powerwash Simulator stream. Sorry for the scuff. I'm not in my usual location. I've had to orbital reposition recently. Should be back to normal for next week though. Say hi, Tommy.
Hi.
Yes. Also, yes, rock, paper, scissors, supernova, or something like that. Gamma ray burst. You know, those things that aren't real and definitely cannot happen at any times, wiping out all life on Earth with no warning.
Wait. Can that actually happen?
Oh, yes. At any point in time, a gamma ray burst could hit the Earth, and there would be out eradicating all life, and there would be no warning whatsoever because it travels at the speed of light.
How would that even... Also, hi, Zov. How would that even happen?
Just when a really big star explodes at the end of its life.
Oh... Well, good thing there's, like, no stars near us, I guess.
Oh, if you're anywhere in the path in the same galaxy, that would be lethal enough. Like, we detect these things going off in other galaxies all the time.
Awesome.
Anyways, well, thank you. Anyways,
depressing.
Let's get going.
Okay. Are you in the game yet?
Yes, we are on. Okay, I know we didn't finish the Tomb Raider thing, but the first Tomb Raider thing took so long. I don't really want to do the next one yet.
That's fair. It did kinda, yeah.
It was really long. Hoping for something shorter this time.
Did you set your game to co-op?
I did not. Okay, co-op. Hang on, I gotta unplug my controller or it's gonna be vibrating randomly on my desk and being annoying. Anyways, how's everyone's week been? I haven't seen anybody since Tuesday, so tell me all about your weeks.
Yeah, apparently we're cleaning the Underminer's drill.
Apparently, yeah. Heat is melting you.
Work has been okay.
What are you, Australian?
Hi.
Oh, look. It's a dirty little jet.
What the heck? I didn't even do anything.
Today? You mean?
Well, yeah.
Like in the past hour?
In the past hour, yeah, no.
Tommy, do you need me to pull up the timestamp?
That was more than an hour ago.
Was it? Okay. Let's see, when did you get tea?
6:30.
Okay, fine. Nothing in the past hour.
It's wet and freezing in Cali? Wow, that's rare.
Oh yeah, I did see it. It was like
well, rare in SoCal
in, like,
anyway.
The Bay Area recently because of weather. Yeah, it's everywhere is like either freezing or everywhere in the States is either freezing or burning right now with no in between.
Jeez, yeah, we got the freezing part, unfortunately. I hate snow. Oh, you're in between? Oh, okay.
Oh, well, lucky you.
17C? Oh, wow, that is pretty comfy. That's like... It's like... bugger. That's like in the 50s or 60s in Fahrenheit, I think.
I
wish it was
think
that
like
working.
the highest tier of power washer should just like obliterate dirt on contact.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Oh, I do. Yeah. Oh, but the next NASCAR
This-
race is supposed to be in SoCal at Auto Club Speedway. So, oh, oof.
This is not as overpowered as I would like it to be.
Okay, so weather absorbing machine. Oh, but if climate change is real, why are some places cooling down?
That's why they call it climate change.
Well, they're calling it climate change because they had to change it from global warming because it wasn't accurate anymore because they were wrong. Science is wrong.
Yeah, that is what a lot of people unironically say. Unfortunately. So, man. It's really hard to clean out the treads on this thing.
Yeah?
Because it's not a weather absorbing machine. Unfortunate, human technology has not yet mastered the weather.
Well, Audire, what do you think HARP is?
Oh, was that the conspiracy theory?
Yeah!
Like, people think, like, we really just invented weather control and they're not using it to, like, make tons of money in agriculture.
Good point, I didn't think of that.
Like, there would be so much money. Like, you could grow fresh fruit and vegetables year-round anywhere in the world. You had that kind of weather control. You could make it viable to... You could make solar power viable anywhere.
Whoa.
You could just... You could make... You could just build a giant wind farm and then... Like, half the problem with wind renewables is that the sun doesn't always shine. And
The wind doesn't always blow.
Wind doesn't always blow. So, like,
sometimes.
if you had weather control, you just solve both of those problems instantly.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much money to be made from weather control. People really think that, like, someone's just keeping it secret, biding their time for world domination.
Suppressed technology. Given to us by the ancients.
Ah, yes, the ancient Egyptian weather control device hidden in the Great Pyramid of Giza.
No, everyone knows the pyramids are motherships.
Well, yeah, the mothership's capable of weather control.
Oh, heck, you're right.
Yes.
Did YouTube eat that comment? Oh! I forgot to switch it back to live chat. Oops.
Aliens descended to Earth. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm not responding to chat as much as I usually do because I am on single monitor mode and I have to look at my phone to read chat, which is really hard.
It's a drill tank.
This is a drill. Yes, because
Oh, yeah.
phone is small compared to second monitor. Text
Yeah.
hard to read.
Aw.
So yes, Tommy,
Wait.
you're the official chat reader today.
The Dorothy's comment that got hidden was, they control the weather to make rainbows for the gay agenda.
God is part of the gay agenda. God invented rainbows.
No way. Oh, that got censored too. Oh, well. It's okay, Northy. I was able to reread it.
God sent a rainbow to Noah to wipe out the gays. Wipe out the gays. Or no,
Nice!
not wipe out the gays, the opposite.
To wipe out the strait.
Support the gays. Yeah, Noah's flood was actually to wipe out the straits.
Well, I'm glad it didn't work, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Well, no, the straits repopulated.
Oh. Just like the Giants.
What?
I don't
Giants.
I don't know. Gay airstrike.
Wait, what's missing? Caterpillar
I don't know.
treads and rear. Okay.
Oh, I see some dirt. Oh yeah, it's the inside of the treads. Like the under surface of the treads. Like how are you even supposed to get that?
Also, sorry if our ship posting is making anyone uncomfortable. We can change topics if we need to.
Yeah,
God
Tommy,
said
not
Smite
everybody likes
doesn't
hearing
walk
about the
the
gay
straight path.
agenda.
What do you mean by this? The giant thing is a plague in paleontology? Really?
What, people believing in giants?
Guess so.
Wheel. This thing has wheels?
Yeah, the wheels that move the treads, you silly Billy.
I guess.
Got him.
I don't really think of these as wheels. I heard you're the unofficial top dog of the pressure washing game, but I couldn't finish reading that. Okay, clean the drill. I guess money doesn't really matter at this point anymore. Clean the temple. Next door to my farm, there's an order of the nicest, kindest, non-verbal monks. What? Where the
Monks.
heck do we live where there's just a temple of monks?
Tibet.
I'm pretty sure we're not in Tibet.
Dinosaurs. Clearly the half-human offspring of fallen angels. This is an actual thing. Oh no.
I mean, yeah, that's the problem. Like, I think we said this on a previous stream before. It's like, once you start believing fictional things are real, there are no limits to your ability to believe anything.
They call those halflings. Where have I heard of halflings before?
Lord of the Rings. Hobbits.
Oh. Oh. Nephilim.
Which, of course, now they're also present in like D&D and all sorts of other stock. They're now a stock fantasy race, along with all the other fantasy races in Lord of the Rings.
Elves, dwarves, gnomes, treeple.
Oh, weird. Well, I mean, Ents were around. Tolkien didn't invent Ents.
He didn't invent them?
No, yeah, they're like a European mythology thing.
Oh, okay. There's a good book you read about halflings? Huh. Interesting.
Whereas I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm sure Tolkien wasn't the first person to come up with the idea of, short people. But,
No way, Tolkien invented short people.
but I think he did invent the concept, or at least the word hobbit.
Halfling is a generic uncopyrighted name for hobbits? Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Well, they're also referred to as halflings sometimes in Lord of the Rings. But yeah, it is like the generic word for hobbit.
Talking about the Nephilim that populated the earth at the same time as prehistoric humans? I guess so? My memory is...
Didn't you watch Noah the movie?
Noah the movie? The one with the...
Oh, you did see it? It was like Noah was a big budget Hollywood movie directed by an atheist.
Huh. No, I did not see that. You did kind of see
I watched it. That was a fun movie. I think the Christians hated it, but I thought it was fun.
You did kind of distinguish them from the other short people, so now there's 3? Oh. Wow, 3 different kinds of short people.
Wait, I know there's dwarves and hobbits. I'm not sure what the third one is.
I don't know either.
Also, this is a very small temple.
The crossbreeds of humans and angels. Right. Well, wait, no, I thought the Nephilim were the fallen angels.
Oh yeah, no,
I thought-
this is that weird line in the Bible about how like the women of that era were so seductive that the angels couldn't help themselves.
Gosh.
They just descended from heaven to
What a-
go
what-
bang women, bang
What a
the
time
woman,
to be
human woman,
alive.
and spawn the race of Nephilim.
The three
Like,
paths
wow.
of men are 5 foot of women.
Like Noah must have, or it was like descendants of the Cain or Abel, like had some hot daughters, apparently.
Guess so. Elite, we were talking about, like, giant mythology stuff and, like, people thinking giants were real. Nephilim are half human, half fallen angel, VTuber backstories. Angels be resistant to bonking.
I know of a few fallen angel VTubers. Or just also
was a
just
Love Live.
angel VTubers in general.
There was a Love
Yeah,
Live
angels
character
are-
whose whole persona was a fallen angel.
I mean, I understand, like, angels have cool aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can go for the, like, just the wings. And
Or you
the
can
whole
go
kind of,
biblically
like,
accurate.
gold in the whole, or you could go biblically accurate Eldritch horror covered in eyes, which is also really cool.
I do not like things covered in eyes. I don't know if it's like adjacent to trypophobia, but it causes physical discomfort most times.
Tommy doesn't like eyes.
Be not afraid, Tommy.
Because of course, if the monster says be not afraid, that is, everyone should immediately trust it, right?
Yeah, I never thought about that. Like, the angels did always have to introduce themselves with be not afraid. Oh, wow. I just, like, fell down and... Oh, wait, you cleaned the third thing. I thought I finished 3 things off in one quick swoop. But no, I finished 2. I finished 2 at the same time you finished the third. You have a friend who got pulled from heaven into a zombie body midway through angelification? Oh. Wow.
What the heck is angelification? That sounds like
The friend with too many eyes.
a hentai thing.
Oh, I've seen the friend with too many eyes. Ugh. I'm sure they're a very nice person, but ugh.
Oh yeah, there's like a few like I think there's 1 or 2 like really popular VTubers with like 4 eyes.
The idea that humans become angels.
And 4 is still pretty limited number of lines. That's only twice the normal amount.
I mean, all you need for that is a pair of glasses, apparently.
No, we're talking actual eyes, Tommy. By the way, I was modeling today. I was just like, it was hard deciding how glasses work on anime characters.
Right, that one. How
What?
so? Oh.
There's the one I did face sitting. Okay, I wish I hadn't read that. You think the idea that humans become angels is pretty there's definitely no precedent for it in the Bible. The Bible's pretty clear that angels and humans are completely separate things.
Mm.
Although apparently they can interbreed. So, genetically related, at least, but spiritually different.
So what made the glasses difficult?
Well, it's because the weird proportions of anime faces.
Oh.
Like, the eyes being so big and relatively far apart means that the glasses have to be, like, huge. It'd be like the width of your entire face. And also, because anime noses, like, they're tiny, right? So there's like, nothing for the glasses to actually sit on. You have those, like, little nubs, usually, for the glasses to sit on the nose. But on an anime face, they're just
not
hanging there in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Because the nose is so far down and so tiny.
Yeah, I hadn't thought
And
of
then
that.
also, the like, I forget what the things on the sides that go on the ears. Like usually those have to be like at a really wide angle because, again, the head big and round.
Head
so, like,
big and round.
I'm really not sure how to model glasses on anime. I mean, I've done it before. It looks okay, like on my doctor model.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it only looks okay when looking at it from certain angles, which thankfully for VTubing is very easy because you only look at you only look at VTubers from the front.
Yeah. There's those posts going around that say anime characters with cats. Yeah. Head big and round, but still empty.
Anime characters are just cats? What?
I guess because of like similar facial structure or something. But like,
Maybe? No?
I still do not understand.
I'm pretty sure anime characters tend to have a bigger
I still do
eyes
not
than
understand. I'll be honest, I still do not understand the internet's fascination with cats. Maybe it's because I never owned one. But like,
You're just not a cat person,
no.
despite being one.
Shut up.
Tommy, you're the one who picked.
I can't believe I'm gonna get freaking bullied into rebranding as a Super Hornet. I'll just ask you for a Vespa model instead.
Just become Vespa, complete the gender bend.
Stylistically, you don't know if you're anime at this point. That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming Northy said it, because I wouldn't consider you anime, from what I've seen. If you could be anime, but then you'd be like one of those weird characters like from One Piece.
No.
Like this was a really unique, like deformed, like not non-human or like half-human characters. So like you could be in an anime, but I think it
Not
would be
like a
hard to
standard
consider you an
anime
anime
style.
character.
One Piece designs are weird. One Piece is one and JoJo are two shows that I could never get into because of art style, like off of art style alone. Oh.
Yeah, so like
Sorry,
I can see
Hi,
Northy
Levy.
in One Piece, but not like, oh hi Levy, welcome aboard. Haven't seen you in around a while. Hope you're making good. Yeah, I can see Northy in like One Piece, but that's about the only major anime I can think of where I feel like Northy would be appropriate.
Well, you like the dude who is just a skeleton. Oh. I don't think I've seen that one, actually. I've seen quite a few One Piece characters, but I've not seen that one.
Oh yeah, he's one of the, I think later crew members.
Ah, that'd be why. Then again, I guess what
Brooke.
would be a pirate anime?
That was his name.
What?
I only... Brooke.
Oh.
Like, a little river. Brooke.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think his story was, like, he ate a fruit that made him immortal, and then he died, but the fruit makes it so his soul has to find his body for him to revive. And by the time he found his body, it had already decayed into a skeleton. So he's just a skeleton now.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Levy, look, there's water in this stream. Dare say this stream contains streams. How does Northy keep getting away with this?
Remember to like and subscribe the Power Washer.
Yes. Like and subscrizzle. And hit that notification bell.
The notification trigger.
Makes me pretty jovial. You actually got into JoJo. It's been nice that the art style changed over time. One Piece didn't get the best first impression art. What? Why do you want us to shoot you, Hilda? What's wrong?
You mean with water or like with bullets? Big difference there.
Big, yeah, important distinction to be made.
I didn't
That's not gonna work on you. You're
One
beyond.
Piece's art style. I think
I
it was
guess
okay.
okay. Maybe it's not the art style itself. Maybe it's the character designs
Yeah,
themselves that get me.
the humans look fine, and I have heard people accuse the author of like only knowing how to draw one kind of pretty woman,
Oh,
because like all the attractive female characters have like the exact same face and body.
wait, Audire, don't.
What?
Isn't One Piece's art style too old for you? Any anime that was made before like 2010 seems to get that from you.
No. One Piece.
Really?
One Piece is just like unique. Although I can't really say it's unique because like I like Fairy Tail, and Fairy Tail has the exact same art style.
Oh. Oh, that your friend was messing around with you? Punch your friend for me.
Also, 2010 is not too old in terms of anime.
Okay,
Like, how old's
2008.
Gurren Lagann?
Older than that, I guess. Yeah, I don't actually remember now.
Yeah, when I think of like old anime, I'm mostly referring to like stuff from like the 90s.
I look good in a
early-
jumpsuit? Wait, what brought this up? When have I ever been depicted in a jumpsuit? Huh?
In this game, I assume.
Oh. Oh.
We ought to get on that roof.
You'd pass on jumpsuit, Tommy. Wow. Jeez.
I mean, generally speaking, jumpsuits don't make anyone look good.
Yeah, they're not really built with that in mind. Audire in a
Also, I
jumpsuit?
think-
Really, Cole?
Oh, what?
He said he'd pass on me in a jumpsuit, but Audire in a jumpsuit.
I mean, Cole is straight, so you shouldn't be offended too much by him passing on you.
Oh, were you
I
saying
know
something
it's easy
before?
to, I know it's easy for you to forget that straight people exist, but
Yeah, no, it kind of is. I don't know that many of them these days.
really, that kind of says a lot, huh?
I'm straight, you know. Oh! Okay. Well, that makes 3. Hi, Echo.
Oh, hi, Echo.
Possibly 4.
Yay, join the club, Iron. Or Arrow Wraith. Sorry, I still think of you as Iron Wraith.
Cole is so straight it hurts. Oof. Oops. What 4? Oh, straight people, Echo. I was saying how I know 3, possibly 4. What?
No, I was just laughing at you not knowing straight people.
Dang. Yeah, it's not in the head though. Aww. I honestly should have done the name change sooner before joining the streams. You didn't talk to me. Ah. Well, better late than never, right? That's what they like to say.
You're heterophobic now. What does that mean? You're scared of straight people?
What? Well, no, don't be scared of Audire.
No, do be scared of me. I'm terrifying.
Wow.
Let me haunt your nightmares. I want you to wake up screaming because of me.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh.
You're scared of Santa Claus.
Of course,
Me?
I'm not your type. We've been over
Or
this. I
not
have
you?
a. I don't know. Of course, I'm not your type. We've been over this. I have a peen and an appetite for living flesh.
Huh? What?
The comment that Northy said to Cole.
I see.
Anything that gives death instantaneously can't be scary. The only dream you've had that Audire appeared in was one where she told me to walk more.
Echo, I can make it slow.
Oh. Tommy was there too. He was a cat for a short while.
Nothing said. Nothing said. Says it has to be fast.
Oh. I have other sources of slow death that are much closer. Thank you very much. Ooh. Oh hell nah! Echo took 40 Benadryls.
Wow. Probably just making the suicide jokes.
No. Audire told you that you should move to maximum acceleration at least once a day. Tommy Cat source, it came to him in a dream. Source, it appeared to be in a dream.
Wait, Cole, are you trying to suggest that maximum acceleration for you is just walking?
Imagine an Audire nightmare.
You can't run?
You didn't even mean it as this kind of joke. Oh. Wait, what did you mean? Oh. I'm sorry, did I?
Let's see, inside this project while charging up plays, and no matter where you move to, she cuts you off.
Ooh.
I mean, you know, like, black holes stretch time out to infinity as you approach the event horizon. So in a sense, they are the slowest death possible.
Oh. Echo, I give hug.
Aw.
You're reminded of the person who made a giant Benadryl out of 1,200 pills?
That's did they like 3D print a giant plastic pill and then just fill it with Benadryls? And ta-da, giant Benadryl.
Get slim quick with the black hole diet. Doctors hate it. A poly pill. No, I think a poly pill is something else.
I've
You look pretty
never heard the
jacked up,
word,
dude.
the term polypill before.
Me neither. Like, it makes me think of, like, red pilled, but, like, you become poly instead.
So you take a drug and it just becomes polygamous?
Well, no. It's like, I mean, red pilled is like, you know, it's like a mental thing, right?
I guess. I've never been really clear on what red pill means.
Have any of you heard FFI? I have not.
FFI? Follow for follow?
Using polypill, you can barely handle a single relationship. Ah. Your polypill, though, according to Mom, it'd probably be from an injection. Ugh. What?
Fatal familial insomnia?
That
Like,
sounds awful.
you can't sleep and die?
Red
I
pill
mean-
change depending on who you ask, so it's not easy to understand.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Like, there are ways to make someone unconscious medically. You know? I feel like if you had access to medical treatment, you probably wouldn't die from insomnia.
Yeah, in response to the red pill thing, like, you know, of course it's like just like generally a reference to the Matrix. Like, you know, the red pill is the one that's supposed to wake you up and make you aware of like the way things really are.
That makes sense.
Yeah. People who are diagnosed with FFI die within 36 months? Jeez. That sucks. Wow. Blue is your favorite color? Aww.
Hmm?
Well, as opposed to, blue pilled, going back to sleep, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue is nice. Red pill is just the other half to based, but its unironic use is mostly men's rights activists. Oh.
Ah. Yeah, it's kind of sad because it's one of those things where it's like, yes, there are like legitimate things that men need to be treated better in regards to, but like people take it way too far. I mean, it's not even like they'll take it way too far. It's like all the things that they need are none of the things they are activists for.
Yeah, that too.
And like a lot of them, the things are like they're like actively against.
Gah. If you ask me, MRAs became in essence.
Those are weird windows.
Also, yeah, what the heck, Cole?
Huh?
You said as if men deserve rights, Lamau.
Unconscious medically for 2 weeks.
Oh, and also that.
Oh, right. You asked me, am I gonna answer the same thing they tried to fight with?
Oh.
I'm not sure. Like, from my understanding of MRAs, it's like, I don't think they're fighting anything other than their own inadequacy.
Ow! Also, hi Tesla, don't worry, I'll get the fishing rod.
Like, my understanding of, like, incels and MRAs are just like they are sad, lonely people who are very upset about the fact that they are sad and lonely.
You know, Northy, I was thinking of making a joke, but you beat me to it by like 5 seconds. Congrats.
MRIs, more like MREs.
You know what MREs are, right?
Northy's making a Vor joke, okay.
Yeah. Just keep gurgling.
Wait, Tommy, you said Northy was beaten too. That means you were going to make a Vor joke?
No, I was just gonna make a joke, like, not to be confused with MREs, which are the things you eat.
Oh, okay.
Important additional duty, they blame everyone around but not themselves. What topic are we on now? Red pilled.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't really understand what red pill was supposed to be. I don't know how we got on that topic either.
He's gonna make No, wait, no! I was not! Oh, hi, Mark.
Hmm?
Oh no, I was,
When you surrender this dream, you can just drop any responsibility over your life?
Yeah, someone said, and you were
I mean, when the responsibility is, like, if life screws you over, is this just like what is, like, just meeting girls? Like, consider the fact every single one of your ancestors going back millions of years has managed to do this, and you cannot. The problem's probably with you, and not, your surroundings.
Wait, you don't get the whole red pill thing? Yeah, well, yeah, the Matrix is where they got it from, but it kind of got, like, corrupted over time. You're gonna drop responsibility for life. Then what? What? Oh, no!
Do we have ladders? Oh, what? What's
No, we
going
don't.
on?
If he's on about what I think he's on about, bad.
Oh. Hey,
Oh,
you stole my ladder.
There's two.
Rude.
I figured there was one for you and one for me.
Okay, but I need the second one to get onto the top roof. I'm stealing your ladder now.
Oh. I picked up the scaffold somehow. I don't know how I did this. I can't put it down. Audire, help! I can't place the scaffold! What?
That's because you have to get off. You have to put it on the
No,
ground.
wait, no, Well, how did I pick it up from the ground?
There's no valid location.
Oh, this game is so janky. You're drawing on the PC while watching stream on the PC because your phone is. Aww.
Wait, we need another ladder to get up to the top roof.
You grab the first one and bring it up. Control my psychic powers. I'm trying. I haven't had my Snickers today.
What?
Yeah, because you know, you're not you when you're hungry.
What does that have to do with controlling your power?
Well, maybe if I'm hungry, I can't control my psychic powers.
I cannot pick up the ladder from down here. Is there another ladder? Or from up here, rather.
That's weird.
Like, I could pick it up, but I'd be trapped down here.
You'd never be able to control your powers? Oof.
You're always hungry, Cole. I want to work on that. Maybe it's time for a diet.
The what? Oh, time for a diet?
Yeah, time for a diet.
You know, who put the 0-point energy connector on the Gajinka F14D Super Tomcat?
Like, if you...
Wait.
Like, the reason you're probably hungry all the time is because you're used to eating all the time. So whenever you're not eating, your brain's just like, oh, we need to eat. If you just stop eating all the time, your brain will naturally adjust, and then you won't be hungry all the time anymore.
You've tried, but it's harder than you'd think. Yeah, I can imagine. So is 0-point energy like a real concept?
It's a real sci-fi concept.
Yeah, because I remember there were I remember Northeast comment.
Oh, okay.
My brain's like... Oh. Because, like, I remember in Stargate there was the 0-point modules that they used to power certain, like, ancient technology.
So, the idea behind 0-point energy is that the vacuum has like a base energy level.
Uh-huh.
And that's then, so you can just tap, it's like tapping into the energy inherent in space-time.
Oh.
Which is theoretically well, it's not literally limitless, but it's like relatively limitless.
The average American doesn't actually eat something like 8 times a year.
But there is the problem with that is, if the vacuum does have energy that can be tapped into, that means we live in a false vacuum, which means that at any point, the bubble, we would mean that we live in a soap bubble that can pop at any moment.
Great.
So, and that, of course, trying to tap into the 0-point energy might set it pop the bubble, because you're messing with the vacuum, which is
Great.
Only metastable and could at any point destroy all life.
First the gamma burst, now this. Why is this stream just nothing but existential dread?
There are so many ways for the world and/or universe to end.
Jeez, no wonder people become nihilists.
Ball rolling down a hill, getting stuck in a valley. What?
It's also conspiracy theories. Wait.
Oh, okay. It's like someone trying to explain energy levels using a ball rolling down a hill.
Oh.
like, I guess the idea would be like, yeah, so you can imagine, like, if the ball is on a hill and that represents, like, its height represents the energy level, the ball will roll down the hill and get stuck in a valley. It's not at the bottom of the hill. There's just a valley, like, midway down the hill. And so that ball in the valley represents the energy level, but if someone pushes it over the edge of the valley, it will continue rolling all the way down the hill to the bottom.
People used to say that about the A-bomb too, albeit just Earth. Oh. Fair point. Eventually the ball will quantum tunnel through the other side of the valley and start rolling again. What?
Well, I don't know about the quantum tunneling. Seems like if it was going to happen, if the quantum tunneling thing was going to happen, you figure with like a 14 billion year old universe, it would have happened already.
Like nihilism you feel for your own future? Oh.
That's fair. Tommy feels pretty nihilist about his own future too.
What the heck?
Am I
Quantum
wrong?
tunneling just like... sometimes, maybe. Well, no, I mean, nihilism is just like you don't care, right? Or...
It's just like, it doesn't matter.
I don't think I feel that way, no.
Oh, fair enough then.
I'm telling you, he's like a fort. Oh no.
Quantum tunneling, just like the back rooms, I have not heard that analogy before, and I do not think it's accurate.
It means nothing. It means that there's no inherent value in reality, so nothing means anything. Oh, okay, well, I'm definitely not that. I put value in all sorts of things people don't put value in. Nihilism is less bad than people say. It can be optimistic, but it rejects the idea of inherent meaning. Oh, okay.
I mean, nihilism, like, Nietzsche never intended nihilism to be, like, the end-all of philosophies. Like, when he came up with the idea, he said it was something that humanity had to pass through in order to get to the true philosophy, which I forget what it is, because no one cares, because everyone just cares about nihilism.
Yeah.
What?
There's some fun stuff, but there's no ordained meaning. Oh.
You guys still do fun stuff, but there's not an ordained meaning to these? That's different. That's a slightly different thing. Like, nihilism just means, like, there is no meaning. And, like, I think that is part of what Nietzsche wanted to... I think his, like, ultimate philosophy was that, like, was pretty much like, yeah, you can create your own meaning. Like, the natural response to realizing that nothing has inherent meaning is that realizing that meaning is whatever you can give things meaning through sheer willpower. And that was like the idea, like they were big on the idea of the Übermensch back then in like 19-something Germany.
Yeah, pretty much with
the idea is like evolving and becoming a true Chad human. The true Chad human does not need an external source of meaning in his life. It's like the soy boy who wants the virgin loner who needs someone else to give his life meaning versus the Chad who finds meaning in whatever he wants.
You haven't read much about root theory, but it's
basically.
You haven't read much about root theory, so most of this is secondhand through modernism, which you do like. You realize there's 3 outcomes. You pretend you know, you never notice, and start writing them again.
I thought this was dirt.
You off yourself.
But I think this is just a shadow.
Oh, you off yourself because you lose all purpose, or the best option, you accept that there's no purpose and start running on the wheel purely because you want to. I see. Oh.
Yeah, the virgin donor versus the Chad.
Also, were you meaning to say
Where's
soy
this
jack
Oscar?
instead
Whatever.
of soy boy? Because like that's I feel like those are two different things.
I don't
Tangentially
know.
related.
I don't know what the
same.
difference is.
Well, the soy jack
Those
is
are just
mainly just
little-
used in like a meme, but I mean I guess they're related enough. I don't know. I'm just splitting hairs here.
I mean, aren't soy jacks usually depicted as pretty pathetic?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, Cole, if you ask like the ultra manly man influencers, probably. But
What
you
is
know
it?
that you said isn't Tommy a soy boy? But you know that whole soy thing, from what I've read, is actually like woefully exaggerated. It's also like
What
the
do
soy
you mean?
in the thing about like soy in food, like making people feminine or whatever. It's like
What?
yeah, you've never heard that?
No.
You just want to fly
Soy
and
makes
take
you
people.
feminine?
Yeah, because I guess like they had like some sort of like estrogen or something, but it's a plant estrogen, so it doesn't even like work with the human body.
Oh no. Wait, why am I not for more feminine? I've eaten tons of tofu.
Exactly. You just want to fly and take people to their vacation spot or home to see their family all into that sounds really fun, actually. You want to be an airline pilot? I feel like I knew that at some point, actually. Oh, that's cool. Tommy the Soy Boy and Nintendo fans are just soy jacks. Oh no.
This means Tommy must switch to a diet of entirely tofu. And then finally he can become the ideal femboy he has always wanted to be.
Soy has a ton of estrogen, but people too silly to know that it's different and or doesn't get absorbed into the body. Yeah, I remember, because you know that, like, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yes.
I don't know if it was that specifically that brand or like something like in the same vein as it, but I liked getting it and using it instead of butter. And I remember my dad was concerned or not concerned, but like he expressed I guess expressed a bit of wariness because it contained soy, and I was like, oh.
It's like your dad was like, "Oh no, I don't want my son to become feminine." Little did he know.
Little did he know, I'm wearing a skirt on the internet. Phytoestrogen, that's what it was. Butter? It is not. Why did you say it like that, Cole?
Well, like, I mean,
Cole, I haven't had that butter in years. Also,
things people don't understand is like, when you eat most organic compounds, your stomach breaks them down when they are absorbed. So like, what your body is actually absorbing of what you eat is not going to be the chemical itself. Usually, especially if it's some kind of like protein or not natural plant compound. And you see this come up a lot with like health products. Like there's this substance called collagen that makes up, well, a lot of things, but importantly here is like it makes up your joints. It makes up like the cartilage. It's an important component of like your joints and stuff. So like people with arthritis or joint pain, they get sold like collagen powder that they can eat. And it supposedly will help regenerate their joints. Well, problem with that, there's several problems with that. One, your joints don't regenerate. It doesn't matter what you eat. But two is like, when you eat collagen, it's a protein, so it will be broken down into amino acids, and those amino acids are then absorbed.
oh okay.
So it's like, imagine, it's like the protein is like a Lego house. And like when you eat it, your body breaks it down into its individual Lego bricks and it absorbs the Lego bricks. So it doesn't matter what kind of house that it was, because all you're getting is the bricks no matter what.
Sadly, you cannot supplement the HRT with Impossible Whoppers. On that note, we get animal estrogen from livestock in our meat, so lol. My favorite is, what? Not butter? Yeah, I remember there was like a 5 stages of grief image, but it was all different, like, not butters.
Off brands, but I can't believe it's not butter. Please be butter.
Arg, not butter!
It's like anger denial.
Yeah,
This must be butter. And
Jerry,
but
what?
acceptance.
Jerry-
This is not butter.
She was talking about, like, regenerating joints. The kind
Yes,
in your
specifically.
limbs, not the kind you smoke.
Yes. The cartilage in your joints.
Yeah.
You sound like arthritis.
Humans don't have a strong digestive system because we use cooking to pre-digest our food. And interesting if true. Where is the last spot on this darn thing? Hilda was right. You get it to 99%. Or like you get the like visibly clean, and it's 99%. Regenerating joy. Oh no, no, Northy, no!
What?
Don't make me get the spray bottle.
What was the other thing that you read? I don't
What?
see it in my...
Nicole.
Something- Oh, you're talking about something. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like,
Oh.
like
My
humans
British
can't really
teeth, it
digest...
wasn't butter.
So, like, what it is, like, humans can't really digest, raw meat. Whereas, like, there's, like, no... Our ancestors would have been able to eat raw meat, but because we got used to eating cooked, or humans got used to eating cooked food. One thing is, like, the jaws
funny
became
beast.
smaller. So, like, one of the reasons why, humans have problems with wisdom teeth is that
Oh!
jaws used to be bigger because we ate a lot of
Oh my
raw meat.
gosh!
And so we needed like bigger, stronger jaws. And once humans started cooking the food, it's cooked meat is a lot easier to eat than raw meat. So the jaws shrunk over time.
But the wisdom teeth didn't.
But the number of teeth did not change. So now you're still cramming the same amount of teeth in a smaller jaw, and they just don't fit.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So an ungiga Chad. Fun fact, all your wisdom teeth grew in fine. A little crowding in the front and side of it. Yeah, my wisdom teeth haven't given me trouble either. Thankfully. I think my sister.
Yeah, well, not everyone's so lucky.
Yeah. Did you have your wisdom teeth out, Audire?
I didn't.
Oh, okay,
I might at some point. Because, like, my last teeth grew in sideways.
Yikes! Where? Let me put it down. Okay, there we go.
What are you doing?
Why is it not trying to put the ladder down where it's telling me I can put the ladder down, and it's not letting me put the ladder down? There we go. You got all four taken out?
There's nothing up here.
Figurehead.
Oh. Stop.
Okay. Okay, I'll just try to clean the figurehead.
Good boy.
What? Oh,
Good
dear
boys
Ian, can you
listen.
spine?
Good boys do as they're told.
Yeah. In Trinidad, we don't take it out because it isn't a bog. Oh, or a big problem for. Oh, okay. You haven't been having issues either, but sadly after my last dentist visit, you got. Oh.
The way evolution limits evolution attempts. I mean, all evolution is about trade-offs.
Min-maxing, woo!
Yeah, it is all just min-maxing.
Oh, right. Now I can actually remember to use
That's
the
the thing, it's
highlight
like-
feature.
Fictional designs versus real designs, like in sci-fi and fantasy. In real life, all design, like no matter what it is for, military or otherwise, about trade-offs. You can never just have there's no ultimate, weapon with no trade-offs, no super vehicle, no ultimate super soldier in
Mobile
real life.
suits.
It's always just in real life. It's always trade-offs.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you can make it more mobile. You can make something more faster, but it'll come at a cost. It'll be less well armored. It will be more lightly armed or something like that. All sorts of things. But in fiction, they love just having these ultimate weapons with no weaknesses.
Yeah, because it's easier to ride around, I guess.
Unless, unless, of course, it's a
Jaws of the
villain
Claw.
super weapon, in which case there will be one weakness.
Yeah. Like, one of the explanations for not finding any fully aquatic dinosaurs is that they can't adapt to live birth because they use their egg-generating organs as a calcium reservoir. Huh. Are humans still evolving, or are we eliminating the chances for us to evolve before it happens?
I mean, humans are still evolving. I don't think there's any question about that.
Please, the ultimate weapon is the power of friendship. Ugh.
Like, there are noticeable changes going on in average, like, properties of humans just within recorded history.
That question assumes that one species pops from another instantly. Yeah.
Or is our evolution social? I think it's both.
Population is still changing.
Like, I do think that biologically there are not as intense evolutionary pressures on humans as there are for most other species, but humans are definitely still evolving. Or like, there's one study that pointed out, like, compared to our ancestors from thousands, so like, based on like records of human remains from thousands of years ago, there are like some noticeable differences. Like, average brain volume has gone down in the past several thousand years.
Huh. So clearly we need to return to our paleo era.
Maybe. Or
What the heck
maybe
is this
this is nothing.
This bunker is apparently an underground washroom. I think it's for like a train station? Question mark?
The bunker. Yeah, something like that.
Fun fact, Neanderthals
The
have bigger
bunker?
brains than humans. It does kind of look like a bunker though, doesn't it? Whoa, no
Yeah,
way.
it does.
Fallout crossover? Actually, that wouldn't surprise me. That would surprise me less than the upcoming Final Fantasy crossover.
I don't want to wash out an entire vault. Vaults are big. That's a lot of work.
I read Neanderthals
Maybe
as Netherlands.
just the vault door by itself, that might be doable.
What about that one vault that was small? Which game was
Which
that
one? There's a lot of vaults. That's like, do you have any idea how little
in?
that
How little that narrows
down?
it down. Also, they call things basins. Is this British?
This is British, remember? This game is British.
Wait, what was the first clue for that?
Powerwash Simulator? Like
Well-
this game is British Diz. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure we
It's
figured
not
that out
Underground 2, it's
like,
Underground 2.
when we first started playing this game.
Oh. Look, we started playing this a very long time ago. You'll have to forgive me.
Future Lab. What is
What?
It's the developer.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's the British tube.
futurelab.co.uk. Yeah, they're British.
You assume there's one
Yeah, I
vault
remember. You were the one who pointed it out. Because they said, they wrote something in a very British way, and you're like, oh, this game's British.
Oh.
Which I can't really imitate. I can't
British?
properly do a Tommy impersonation. just sad because you figure I'd be able to do one now since I've heard you talk for so long.
When I found out one of your family members actually works at EA and talked to him at one point, I had just had a lot of bad things. I'm like, oh no. Like,
Wait,
bad things
what?
aimed at him, or just, like, morbidly curious about things?
Wait, was your family member responsible for one of the decisions that you did not like about one of the games that you liked? Or something?
Not him, but, oh, not him, but, you know, EA's track record. Oh.
Oh, okay.
The perfect British
I was
impression.
like, oh no, oh no, one of my family members was responsible for Command and Conquer 3 balancing. He was on
Or
the
worse.
balance team.
He was responsible for Tiberian Twilight.
Death.
Wherever it was a long while since I talked to him. Oh, okay.
Those shots should be directed to the board.
Did someone say that? Oh, hi, Nev. Yeah.
I mean, yes, the executives are to blame for most of the problems.
The fourth
But,
Twilight book.
Tiberian Lores. Look, I do not like Greg Black. He made a lot of poor decisions in the balancing that I'm fairly confident no board member had any involvement in. Okay? That's entirely on him. Cursed be his name.
Your favorite thing with foreign devs is House Flipper, a game with Polish devs, but they clearly wanted it set in the US, but also didn't know that we don't have brick houses or radiators. Some like
houses
little
have
space.
radiators.
Yeah, I was gonna say like some little space heaters are radiators, but yeah, I guess generally not.
But most, especially new houses will be
Wait.
built with central heating.
Wait, I used to live in a brick house. Wait a minute, hold on. And I've only ever lived in the US. Huh.
Well, again, you had a brick house, it was probably old house.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Like,
Probably
maybe it's,
old, also
they're
west
not the
coast. Or no, east coast.
yeah, also they're yeah, no, that's fair. Brick houses are definitely not the majority, and I imagine they're probably the majority in House Flipper. Well, that was funny because I remember there was this one paint scheme that they added to Ace Combat that was like, it was like a red, white, and blue type thing for one of the American planes, and like the way the stripes were was kind of like you see on some emergency trucks. And I remember people talking smack. They're like, wow, that's not even like what American emergency trucks look like. That's more like British than anything. Literally, a couple days later, I see an emergency truck go by with a pattern like that. I'm like, wow. I wish that person was here so they could see how full of it they were.
Wait, what kind of... What's
Like
an
a- like a-
emergency truck?
Well, you know, like an ambulance
An ambulance?
Yeah, or like
Oh.
other similar. Yeah, but it's got like that like arrow stripe pattern kind of look. You know what I mean? I'm doing like a pyramid, like a pointy shape with my arms. Like,
I can't see your arms, Tommy.
I know. Every house in the House Flipper. But yeah, there was a U.S. license plate on the car, but
So
it was the same
it has, like,
rectangle
an
shape
arrow-
as
It has an arrowhead pattern.
pattern?
Like,
Yeah.
You know, like Avatar?
alternate.
Like Aang
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Avatar?
No. Let me find a picture.
You live in a wooden house and it's the strongest building because the house survives earthquakes and Virgils? I don't know what a Virgil is, but...
Virgil
Wait,
from
what?
Devil May Cry, probably. Okay, this is a.
I don't think that's
Okay.
what the context suggests.
Okay,
But no, wood is really good for earthquakes because wood flexes. That is why Japanese castles are made out of wood, and most of their buildings, like from medieval and ancient buildings and temples, they're all made out of wood.
Audire, I sent. Is a stock photo, but I sent you I sent you the pattern.
Oh yeah, definitely seen that.
Yeah. So like I said, the guy's.
Pattern
There was a U.S. license plate on a car, but it was the same rectangle shape as European license plates. You live in a wooden house. Oh! When he says Virgil, he means storms, because you know the storm that is approaching.
Oh yeah, like wood is good for earthquakes in particular.
House. Yeah, just casually getting house attacked by Devilman Crook.
Yeah, so like you've ever noticed, like European castles tend to be built from stone, and Japanese castles are all made from wood, because a stone castle would fall apart in Japan because of earthquakes.
Oh. Wait, the housing crash is why buildings aren't... Oh, we can only build them cheap now, and 90% are going to collapse in like 10 years? Ugh. That is sad. Cut one word from...
Nope, it was the what? Can we have something other than box or random shark? Oh, that's not because of modernism. That's actually because... It's actually because of, capitalism.
Yay!
Because if you want to... There's no... If you want to make a building pretty, that costs extra. So we just don't make buildings pretty anymore. Because that just increased the cost. You think about, in old times, back, when they built all these, like, pretty, like, very decorated, ornamented buildings, labor was cheaper back then compared to materials. So, most of the cost in the building was like just like getting the materials for the building. And labor, the labor was relatively cheap. So, taking the extra time and paying people to take the materials and make something pretty out of it was not much of a cost. Nowadays, labor is a lot more expensive, and materials are cheap. So you just want to build the quickest thing that you can. That's one of the reasons. Another big reason is because of like housing speculation. Because a lot of the thought process with modern construction is, well, we're gonna build this, and then we're gonna sell it in a few years anyways. So it doesn't matter if it's poor quality or if it's ugly, because it's going to be someone else's problem. Because real estate has become a speculative vehicle. It's like something houses become something people buy not to live in, but to make money off of. Yeah,
House flipper.
And that's a huge part of not just houses, but also like commercial this happens in commercial buildings too.
What?
Huh?
Why is this called urinal spreader? Does it just mean like where the water comes from? I don't like the sound of that. Could they call that something else, please? Darn wacky Brits.
He's
hello, hon.
Terrified of the urinary catheter.
Ugh. Yeah, you came in at a great time, Hung. Also, because the building is poor quality, it will break down sooner, so we can rebuild it or repair it and get more money. Yeah.
Well, it's not. No, it's more that the way I'm thinking is like it doesn't matter because they're gonna sell it. And it's gonna be someone else's problem.
Fountain by Mark. Wait, is it just like a sculpture of just a toilet?
Oh, what?
Fountain by Marcel Duchamp?
Yeah. So there are actually like plenty of pretty buildings that have been built in the modernist style. But the main reason that we don't build buildings pretty anymore has nothing to do with modernism and everything to do with capitalism.
Oh, it's not a sculpture of a toilet? It's a toilet? Wow. Yeah, there are still pretty houses, they're just mostly for rich people. Like
yeah, that
Tony
too.
Stark.
Yeah, like actually, like Tony Stark's mansion is a really good example of a very pretty building in the modernist or like a postmodernist style.
Well.
And I'm pretty sure it's definitely a real California mansion somewhere. So yes, as it turns out, the reasons why we don't build pretty buildings anymore is also the reasons why nobody can afford a house.
Every day, I feel myself moving further left. Housing market is on the way down, so it should get low again in about 3 years.
I mean, maybe.
Housing market is to the window to the walls. Get it? Because houses have windows and walls.
Where's the log cabin style mansion? You can't really get wood for like large log cabins anymore.
Ah, yes, Airbnb. Maybe you
Like-
should move to East.
That's like part of a lot of like the old log cabin mansions, those kind of stuff. They were made from trees that are either no longer around or are now like protected.
Hmm.
Because most wood these days comes from like renewable forests, which are always like planted using like, very fast-growing trees.
If in some art exhibit there's a toilet and a sign in front of it says "toilet not working," is it art and is it an art object called toilet not working, or just a toilet that's not working? Could be either or. Have you? I have not seen those pictures, Northy. Maybe you should move to East Cleveland. You could buy a house for the price of a VCR. Aren't VCRs like expensive nowadays because like they're out of circulation?
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes with things
There
that
might
they
be
don't
like
make
a
anymore.
double-ended joke.
Oh.
Although, but then you'd have
You
to
know-
live in Cleveland, which is
Oh.
like, it's not just Ohio, but it's like the bad part of Ohio.
Oof.
Like that's the part of Ohio people think of when they think of Ohio.
Oh. Is it that bad, huh? Europe is all old growth with trees nearly redwood size. They cut it all down. Jeez. And they still barely
yeah.
have enough space for their houses.
They cut it all down centuries ago. It's speculated that like historically that's one of the reasons Europe went for colonialism. They started looking overseas because they like consumed all the natural resources in Europe.
You have learned Tony Stark's mansion is not real, but his cabin in Endgame is in Georgia and was also in a Godzilla movie. The only good thing
His
about Rockport's
cabin?
cars, yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't have to actually know that.
Georgia the state or Georgia the country?
I just assumed Tony Stark's mansion was like a real, like some rich person's summer house that they rented for the movie.
I still remember that one post that was like, it was commenting that Justin Bieber's mansion looked like it belonged in a Command and Conquer game.
Oh yeah, like when they the
the
shot from the air, it's just like that perfect isometric view.
Yeah. Yeah, or like that other one that I showed you that had like the one house and the one radar dish out in the middle of the field, and it's like this Command and Conquer looking ass picture. Oh, I need to go dig that up again and retweet it.
Is
So y'all can
cabin
see
in Endgame? I don't really remember that, but I guess that's because this probably doesn't really matter.
We're literally asking for a response here. Nobody wants to go. Oh, wow.
Yeah, probably the state.
Yeah, I hate that. Also, I hate earlier when we were talking about California. All I could think of was that stupid California Girls song that's in all those dancing memes. And how many people know that? Probably more than you think, Cole. If we're continuing patterns here.
Well, actually, I know there was a. Like, I remember Georgia, the country came up in the news a few years ago, and there was like a lot of people online who were like, "Wait, what? Georgia's a country?"
Duh. Freaking Zoomers. You're a California girl from the Valley, even? Oh, true. Oh my gosh, Northy, I can't believe you're from the Valley. Like, that's so cool. We should, like, go to the mall or something.
Stop.
Georgia's where all the albatrosses were? Huh. So can we go with that? A lot of Russians wouldn't mind going to Georgia, the country, right now. Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
Would they? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what
If they wanna
Georgia's like. I don't know anything about Georgia, the country.
It's not Russia. What's with that 2016 voice? 2016? 2016? I think it's a little older than that.
The Valley Girls.
Yeah, I was going for like
internal.
Yeah, I was going for like a stereotypical Valley Girl voice. Versus already trying to
Oh my
cool
gosh,
over.
I want to go shopping.
That is not what Tesla was meaning, Cole.
Ouch.
I know some people with bad microphones. If you want to hear bad microphones, no offense to them. I mean, I know budget is the thing, but I have heard some gnarly microphones. You were making a jab at Audire Potatstra?
Ouch.
Wow, Cole. Wow.
I'm sorry. You guys have no idea how much effort I've made into trying to sound better.
Almost every girl was saying words like that in 2016. Fair. I wasn't exposed to many girls in 2016. Actually, how many was I talking to back then?
I mean, a lot of girls talk like that now. Still.
I know there were
So.
a couple. I mean, it was mostly through text. Like, I didn't hear them speak, so they might have talked like that in real life.
Did we use like a lot?
I don't remember.
And people who say like a lot tend to talk like that.
Wait. Northeast actually means Georgia one of the preferred places where people went to avoid getting into the army. Essentially the same as...
You're a bit more monotone after. Yeah. My natural voice is actually extremely monotone.
Yeah, that's why I always ask if she's okay. Because, like, she just always sounds, like, gloomy.
I'm sorry.
Look, I just want to make sure you're not sad. We don't want Audire Sadstra here.
Oh my gosh.
What?
He's gotta do everything with Audire something struck.
Yes. It's like all those Moki names that I do.
Moki moron.
Look,
that was a good one. That one made me laugh.
Oh, I'm glad, but it wasn't intended to be. I was just spinning off of something they already said. Be careful, everyone, or we might make her Audire Madstra.
Oh no. It's okay, it takes a lot to get me mad.
Well, sometimes, never mind.
Hmm? Oh.
Like when she's Audire Meanstra to you? You must make sure she is Goodstra.
You'd
go with Muldery.
That's what I'm getting griefed in League of Legends.
Darn it, Yasuo, stop it.
Yasuo dies twice, starts running into the tower mid lane.
Ugh. I hate when people
As
give up after
pale as
one
old
team
of
fight.
time.
Like, I don't understand people giving up after one team fight.
Oh no, people in League, people give up. Like they don't even.
Like, I
It's
know
not
the
even
game...
just team fight. They don't even wait for it to go to team fights. It's like they lose like 5 minions in lane, and they're like, okay, oh, game's over. I give up.
Yeah, they think they're playing at, like, esports level, and, like, because they miss, like, 5 minions, the opponent's not gonna make any mistakes and outplay them, right?
I don't know if thought has anything to do with it. I think these people just like such a weak mentality.
Like, I thought my
Like, they
mental
just
was
have-
weak, but
Yeah, they just have really. Yeah, they just have really weak mental.
I just get stubborn. I don't give up, I just get stubborn.
You get mad though. You get
Yeah.
so mad, Tommy.
And that mad fuels my stubbornness.
Whoosh, whoosh, Hasaki, whoosh. Gigatun.
You have strongest mental in the weirdest way. I mean, I can spend 45 minutes redoing an event in Hot Pursuit 2 and not get, like, and only get, like, marginally frustrated. But then I can try the same thing in a newer Need for Speed game and it'll drive me nuts. I don't get it.
I don't know, Tommy. On stream, you started doing the same event. Actually, no. When I
said Hot Pursuit.
When I started playing, when we were playing Need for Speed, and I got like stuck on a certain time trial, you would always be like, oh, maybe we should try another one.
Well, I just
Like,
didn't.
no, I am doing this. I am doing this today.
Didn't want. I don't know. I just didn't want people to get tired of us doing the same one all day.
It's okay, Tommy. Racing looks all the same to people who are not familiar with racing.
You get flustered and twitchy if you lose at a thing over and over. Aww.
I don't. Like, I was on a month-long ranked League of Legends loss streak before I finally got fed up and stopped playing ranked for a while.
Oof. I remember there was like a week or two, or maybe like a couple days when I was playing Overwatch. I wasn't even playing ranked. This is just like regular games where like I could not win a game. I even lost a bot game. I don't know how we lost it. Like everyone else died, and so like the 6 bots just rolled over me and we lost. I'm like, how? How do you people lose against bots?
Yeah, I can say I've never lost a bot game in League of Legends.
Now, granted, you know, it was also like the casual format. There's only one round, right? It's not like you take turns attacking and defending. So if you get rolled on defense, well, you just lose.
Against bots?
Yeah, including against bots. Yeah, because they use the casual format.
I
So
don't
there's
really
only
know
one
what that
round.
means.
There's only one round. It's not a match. So you don't take turns attacking and defending like you do in, say, Gundam Evolution, or even in ranked Overwatch. You get one round, attack or defense. If you lose that round, well, the round's over. On to the next one.
Oh, but you can just win that round, right?
But you can also just win that round. But we didn't. We lost. You don't replay multiplayer. The only reason you stopped playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition was Insanity was because your computer died. Wait, your computer died again? You only died in several times. Yeah,
How do you
losing
replay? So, I used to kind of enjoy, like, when something I would do to like relax in League was like I just go 1v5 bots in a custom game. Like that was fun.
Depending on what you lose to, you'll either A, keep at because you take a challenge plus stubborn, B, just whatever, although with League option, C, hate everything, oof. Oh,
It's
it
like
only died oh, okay.
in League, like, if you depending on what you're playing, 1v5ing the bots can be genuinely difficult. And I think it requires, I mean, you don't have to be like that great, but it requires a decent amount of skill if you're playing something squishy. Which I always do because I only play squishy characters. But like the one time I tried playing like, I don't know, what was it, like Shyvana? like someone reasonably tanky, and I did the usual 1v5 bots thing, I just ran into them and steamrolled them every single time, like
Nice.
effortlessly without even having to think. But when I'm playing, like, you're playing with something really squishy, like the bots can definitely, especially when they're grouped up as 5, they know how to CC you and kill you, and so like you actually have to pay attention and dodge CC.
Yeah. Ew, Mass Effect 2 on Insanity sounds awful. Mass Effect 2 is already like the hardest of the 3 because of how janky it is.
You keep saying it's janky, but like everyone else I talk to says like Mass Effect 2 has the best combat in the series.
Yeah, well, there are also people who like Tiberian Twilight, so...
I don't think there are.
There are. There are some people. There is like a handful of people that play it. Oh, welcome back, Arda.
Not anymore. I don't think. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Yeah, I guess it was a couple years ago when I heard that.
Because it was. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's
Ouch.
an always online game that used GameSpy servers, so it would have gone down.
No, wait, what? It's newer than GameSpy, isn't it? Let me see.
Oh, and I think they use GameSpy. Like Red Alert 3 used GameSpy.
Oh yeah, it
Command and
did.
Conquer 3
Well, there's
used GameSpy.
well, you know, there's probably community servers for it then, like with the CNC Online. You
I'm
actually
gonna
love
go
doing
check
them.
that right now.
You actually
I
love
don't
doing
remember
1v5.
seeing Tiberian Twilight on. Yeah, no, Tiberian Twilight is not listed as one of the games supported by
Oh.
CNC Online.
Yowza. Okay, never mind. But yeah, no, like, I don't get why how people think 2's combat's better than 3. Like, 3's is just 2's, but way more optimized and diverse. And, like, the mission designs...
Apparently it was actually on Steam. So it was actually on Steam servers?
Oh, okay. But, like... Yeah, I don't get that. Like, 3 is just so much more refined in the combat aspect. Like, and, like, the maps are... Like, the missions are actually built in a way that you don't just... Like, the way the combat works in 3, like, you don't necessarily have to be glued to a wall the entire time like you do in 2.
Oh, so maybe it wasn't on GameSpy. And
But, like...
it was pulled from the store, though.
You
It
decided
was
to check
pulled from
CNC
Steam,
Online?
which, funnily enough, the older games are still there
Yeah.
on Steam.
You just decided to check CNC Online 156 online. That is sad.
Yeah, that's across
Alright,
all
now-
the games, too.
Your former high school now has a esports team? Wow. Yeah, now, like y'all
Good.
playing the little boy games. You play Most Wanted on hard mode with extra copy. Wait, Most Wanted doesn't have a difficulty setting. Unless you mean, like, modded on PC.
I think it would be great if esports became more popular.
No.
Gamers should be recognized as a legit thing.
Well, I guess, like, there's inherently no... I mean, inherently that's fine. But, like... We do not need... We already have too many modern games trying to be esports. We don't need more of that. They had money to
No,
spend
that's their fault.
They had the money to spend thousands on gaming PCs, but not to have a home ec class or an automotive class. Stuff that actually... Wow, yeah, nah. Well, you know, the education system already does focus on teaching you important things anyway. They don't teach you how to do your taxes.
An automotive class sounds really hard. Like, that sounds really expensive. I feel like you'd need more than just a few thousand.
Maybe.
The cost of car parts versus gaming PC,
Well,
like,
even, like-
that's not even a
Well,
contest.
even just, like, entry-level, like, knowledge and, like, maybe some basic stuff, you know, like, basic hands-on stuff, you know, just going over how to actually do things, I think maybe that's what Cole can... Wait, StarCraft 2 is nearly dead now as an esport? Ugh.
Yeah, I think so. Blizzard pulled. I think they pulled support for like funding tournaments. So like
when I'm in
it's
college-
basically dead now.
While playing
Which
GTA
means
games?
it could kind of mean just like
You on some Call of Duty?
RTS as a genre is now dead as an esport.
You're just
Unfortunately.
sad. Just sad. Aw. Your high school had a lot of mechanical courses. They were straight up the rusted out husk of a car for people to play with behind the... Don't let them play with the rust! That's a terrible idea!
Is it took fun over? I think they gave up on Overwatch esports too.
Oh, did they? I thought they still had like teams and stuff.
They do,
I thought they
but,
just
like,
pulled. I thought they just pulled out of China.
They have. I thought they like drastically reduced. I don't remember what. Like listening to some YouTube video mentioning like they
Hi,
have
Merlin.
drastically reduced like the size of the leagues.
Oh, not
Like
like
the
play on
amount
it, just dismantle and reassemble.
The amount of funding for the leagues.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, then you'll.
I mean, I think Blizzard in general, like, just seems to be
Death
falling
spiraling.
apart. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
got that-
I think Blizzard is done as like
Yeah.
a company that will make good games.
Sad. Well, they should have thought of that.
Yeah, it's like also, the executives just destroyed the company, as is tradition for executives.
Yep. Like I said, every day I feel myself moving further left.
I mean, that's like the big. Like, this is a part of my theory, like why we need like economic recessions are healthy and businesses need to fail, because otherwise, like if a company does poorly, management will fire the workers. Nothing touches the You cannot touch the management. The executives will never be punished unless the company itself fails. That is the only way they lose their jobs, basically.
Yeah.
So like, if you don't have regular economic recessions where businesses are like poorly managed businesses are allowed to fail, you just get all these incompetent executives at the top in every single company, and then the entire economy eventually just starts falling apart.
Ugh. Yeah. Where is the last little speck on this cubicle wall? Gosh darn it.
And this is bring up bailouts. Like, this is the problem. The reason why we do bailouts is because
Too big to fail.
the government fears the consequences of businesses failing, because if businesses fail, it means tons of people lose their jobs, and if they lose money and has to deal with the consequences of it. But the way you fix that is like
Heck is this?
having strong social safety nets, so the government doesn't have to be afraid of the
You gotta go-
consequences
Oh, take care,
Um,
Tesla.
letting businesses fail, and so it doesn't have to bail out the businesses. So like in that sense, like social safety nets are actually extremely capitalist. Indirectly.
No,
Because
Audire, helping the poor is communism, and that's bad. We can't
Because
have
ultimately,
that.
what it allows you to do is to let competition and capitalism and free market economics work properly, because it is the fear of not having social safety nets that makes government do bailouts and keep these failing companies alive.
Cisterns.
That's a-
Finally, trans turn.
That's just a part 3 of 10 of Audirenomics. So, what is left? Like, I don't see anything dirty anymore. But we're not even close.
Careful. Hey.
What? Oh. Oh, wait, Tommy, you figured out a way to make dirty things glow, right?
Yeah,
What
you
was it?
open the checklist and you click on something, and once it's highlighted orange, it will glow. Always interested to learn
Cistern
Audirenomics. Finally, trans turn.
What is your opinion on regulations, Audire? They are extremely necessary. So like, here's the thing, like, the way
I like how we just like both saw it at the same time. Or
Oh.
like, hose it, hose it.
Yeah, so like, the way the free market is supposed to work, the way capitalism is supposed to work, is that competition is what forces companies to be efficient and do things that are beneficial for the consumer. But in an unregulated free market, it naturally tends to the formation of monopolies, which will then seek to eliminate competition, not by providing better services, but just by having
eliminating
so much
competition.
power that they cannot be challenged. Like that, they cannot be challenged by good businesses, by better businesses, just because of their sheer power. So regulations, if you are genuinely a capitalist and not just,
Audire, can you
or
move,
someone
please?
who is pro-capitalism out of like a genuine belief in the system, and not you're just, a rich person looking for an excuse to be rich. You should support regulations. Because regulations are absolutely essential to keep monopolies from forming and keep companies honest.
Oh, I'm also.
What about the regulations created by large companies to strangle startups? Well, if you prevented those large companies from getting to the point where they can then lobby the government to create those regulations in the first place, those wouldn't exist. Like, that's still a problem caused by the existence of these large monopolies. That is literally those companies, those oligopolies, those monopolies using their power to lobby the government to eliminate competition for them.
It says there's 14 cubicle walls, but I'm not. Right, that one dude preaches.
So the government should break up these large companies.
One here in our.
They
crappy
just
reality,
not be allowed to exist.
We have YouTube and Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter that can't get quote better alternatives. Yeah. Like that Altair thing that looked really promising, and then
Like,
gone.
low key, it's actually become such an enormous problem in just the past 10, 15 years. Like, the economy, the American economy is is consolidated under fewer companies than it has ever been.
Yeah.
It's like we are, oh, this power line. Like, right now, the companies right now are pretty much bigger than they've been at any point in American history since the Gilded Age, and that is a large part of our economic woes. The lack of competition and monopoly power.
Sad. I think the problem with alternatives something you could say cultural monopoly. Maybe.
Well, social media and stuff like YouTube is a special case, I think. So that's like, social media is something where it functions most efficiently as a monopoly. Because, like, for something like YouTube, people will naturally go to the platform with the most users because they want to have the greatest reach. We want to be where everyone is. Like, so it will, no matter what kind of regulations you put in, it will inevitably form a monopoly. Like, for each particular form of social media that does one specific kind of thing, pretty much only one big social media company can exist in that space. Like, if you want to diversify you need to do like things slightly different. Like, Twitter does something different from Facebook, does something different from YouTube, does something different from Twitch. All of these places do something slightly different. You can't have two companies of similar size competing in that actually do the same thing. Like, as long as Twitter exists, Mastodon and all these like other Twitter spin-offs, you will never get off the ground as long as Twitter exists, because that's how social media works. So I think social media is special. It is like kind of like utilities like electricity, water, in that it works best when it is a monopoly. And because of that, I think ultimately the move is that social media should be regulated as a public utility, because it follows the same economics as utilities. Okay, we cleaned up the urinal spreaders.
Thank goodness.
We don't have to spread Tommy's urinals anymore.
What? What? That doesn't even make sense. What? There's light switches in here? Or a light switch? Is this? Oh, okay, well that's what that looks like, which means...
Yeah, I have
There it
no
is.
idea where this light switch is. Did you find it?
Yep, got him.
Where was the dirt on this? I looked at this
I
like
don't
6
know.
times.
I don't know. I just jumped and then it cleaned, so I guess it was on the very top.
Also, Tommy, can you keep track of the time for me, since I'm on single monitor? I do have no idea what time it is. Oh, okay, so we don't really have time for one more, do we?
Well, depends on what it is.
Helter Skelter.
Oh!
That does not look like a short one.
No!
Maybe in Tomb Raider there is something short.
Oh, thank you, Echo. I was talking while stretching.
Lara Croft's obstacle course and quad bike. That does not look fast. I was hoping for one of the ones where it's just like a car.
Yeah. I should stretch more than... Oh. Why are you just...
Bonus jobs. Clean the Mars rover. We can try this.
Okay.
It's time to put the water on Mars to good use.
Yeah.
Oh no! This will end the current multiplayer. Oh, this is not.
Wait, go
co-op
back,
available?
go back to the into
This
the
is
main menu.
Bonus jobs.
Bonus jobs 1 to 6. Oh, well
This
that's
is 1 to
weird.
6.
It's okay. I guess it just might have to start a new.
Yeah, I guess this is rejoin.
Okay. I'll let you know when you're ready.
I got you to stretch more. Tommy stretches all the time. He stretches so much.
Why can't I join you? That's weird. Wait,
Oh.
can you make sure it's set to co-op?
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, there.
Oh no, lag.
Stretch.
Oh, cool. It's low gravity.
Sending a manned mission to Mars just to power wash the road. Right?
Oh no. Did Elon Musk send us here?
Heads up.
Heads up, huh?
I don't know what call that was that, yeah.
Oh, there's like alien tracks, and they put a little parking lot on the rover.
Oh, yeah. Farthest level a decent bit away from the rover that you also need to clean. Oh, right. Yeah, I knew there was something away. We sent Tommy to Mars to have... Wow! I'm not that filthy.
Are you sure?
Yes. I know people way filthier than me.
Again, Tommy, that does not help your case.
Cole, I'm not made of anything that would rust in the traditional sense. Like, I guess... Would my plane bits be aluminum? If my plane bits are like aluminum, then they would just kind of like get like a hard coating. They wouldn't like... It's not like iron. Aluminum rusts differently. Like,
Oh, we're
instead of
50% there already.
I remember learning about this because like they make some cars with part or like their whole chassis out of aluminum, so like it doesn't rust. And like the idea that like no, it doesn't like rust in the corrosive sense. It like gets like a hard coat over it, and that actually keeps the stuff underneath the hard coat from getting affected. Plane bits.
Yeah.
Cole. I mean the thing that's attached to my back. Cole, get your mind out of the gutter. I know you like thinking about my plane bits, but even if you don't want to admit
no.
it.
No, Tommy, no. We'll end this conversation right now.
Wonder, are they like landing gear? Wait, are what land? Show missile racks. Wait, are what landing gear? What, the wheels on the
Well-
rover?
Oh, is all this
Like-
white stuff?
Like, I have landing
No,
gear on my
no.
heels. Like, I don't know if it's... Thermoelectric generator, huh? Is that a thing?
Yo, yeah. That's what powers the Curiosity rover. Huh? Yeah, so, like, Curiosity is powered by, like a chunk of plutonium.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, it's just like, so like radioactive materials like plutonium, like they just naturally decay and heat up. And so then the thermoelectric generator, electricity, it just generates heat from the electricity of the plutonium. Like Voyager, like the Voyager probes had the same thing. Although I'm not sure if it was plutonium, but yeah.
Inefficient compared to other nuclear power, but light and cheap. Okay. So that means
It's
you had to wear a
inefficient.
rad suit when you got near this thing?
Maybe? I don't know. Is there anything left on the rover?
I saw hazard cameras.
Oh, I see. There's like a little alien missile silo here.
Mystery hatch. And a green gnome. It's a Martian gnome.
Again, the fact that you can just wash off rust.
Curiosity is a bona fide nuclear cutie. That's funny. Manned mission to Mars had no return mission, limited oxygen, and no rad suits for working with the RTG. Oh no. Oh, wait, where's the hazard cameras? Because I know that was one thing that was listed. Rock analyzer.
Yeah, the hazard cameras, these things in the front. Okay, got them.
Oh!
Why is tires spelled with T-Y?
Because British.
Is that how they spell?
Yeah, it is. Weird, isn't it?
What? That's so
Yeah.
fucking weird. What the heck?
I first learned that through racing games.
You would.
Whoa, I just like slingshotted myself. Oh my goodness. Rad suits aren't a thing, just as an FYI, unless you want to consider wearing a lead. Oh. Well, then how do you work around radiation without giving yourself cancer?
It has to be
Martian
very
gnome.
well shielded.
Yes, Wraith, we will bring the Martian gnome back for you.
I think in the case of just like plutonium that it's just decaying and not undergoing nuclear reactions, I think the amount of radiation is actually fairly negligible.
Oh, okay.
Like, I wouldn't want to live next to one, but like you can be around it for short periods. It's not like a nuclear reactor.
Okay. There's like 7 sensors and one of them is not
Wheel
cleaned yet.
hub. What is the wheel hub?
Wheel hub. Like the wheel well? Well, these things doesn't really have a wheel well. Something at a very short distance, the
Yeah.
radiation actually goes to any real. Oh, okay. So you just social distance from the plutonium and you'll be fine. Okay. You just throw the funny glow rock into a big box and give your mission a time limit before you fail it. Of course, wait.
I mean, the point of those like
Martian- wait, what?
contamination, like quote unquote radiation suits, it's not to stop the radiation itself, because anything to stop nuclear radiation has to be very dense and heavy. It's to stop like you from collecting radioactive particles on yourself or breathing them in
Oh, okay.
or ingesting them.
In The Martian, he used a big scrapped RTG as a makeshift heater for his rover. Acknowledging, of course, that this was very unsafe. Oh, okay. Okay, learning. Wait, I just saw something that wasn't clean. Where did it go?
Yeah, because obviously, like, even a small amount of radiation, a very small radioactive thing, can be very bad for you if you're eating it. And it's just sitting there in your stomach. It gets integrated into your bones. What is this drone?
Little fellow looks up. Oh, yeah, the
Why
little
is
drone.
It's flying here.
Yeah. It probably launched from the rover.
Yeah, I know, but I assume it's clean, given the fact that it's flying.
Yep.
Fucking body-mounted sensor. What is body-mounted sensor?
All the ones I'm seeing are clean. Is Oh, it's a separate Mars rover thing, if you recall. Oh, naruhodo. I just saw it again. Where was the clue? There it is. Oh, wait.
There we go. Let's just figure out where the wheel hub is.
Oh, it's the rim. It's okay. Like hubcap. Oh, yeah, this is where like what the hubcap covers, I guess. You fool.
I don't see any dirt on any of these.
I think this one in here might be.
Yeah, the one with the parking brake would make the most sense.
Cole, I have no way to feasibly help you test that. Audire might. I don't.
You want
See,
to
that's the
feel
thing.
your atoms decay past their half-life? I'm pretty sure you would die before that happened.
Yeah.
Like, the half-life of the things that humans are made of is very long. Very, very long. People will probably... Like, your atoms will probably outlast this planet.
That's crazy. Oh, there's an invisible wall.
Yeah, you can't just go exploring Mars. This isn't Minecraft. Okay, anyways, I guess we're done.
I guess so.
Okay, that's only 125? Wow. You get paid nothing for going to Mars, huh?
Oh, no, that's 125 stars, Audire. That's not how I don't think that's how much we made. I think we made like 300, which, yeah, that's still not a lot.
Alright, everyone, thank you all for tuning in today. I'm going to try to stream again tomorrow, Fire Emblem Engage. Assuming I can get that working. I also might not stream, because I don't really like streaming like this. Might just wait for next week.
Valid.
Anyways, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all either tomorrow or next week, depending on how things go.
I still got to figure out how I'm doing, or what I'm doing next week.
Until then, good night, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night.
Night-night.